This is RSS Independence, a patrol vessel of the Republic of Singapore Navy. For half a day now, I've been sailing on board this ship to understand how it ensures the safety of the Singapore Straits. This is Captain Jager, the operations officer. He tells me that Indy, as the vessel is affectionately called, is now patrolling a designated area assigned by the Maritime Hub.
While we are out there, as we ensure maritime security within the Straits, we also keep a lookout for any potential threats or contingencies, and we are ready to respond towards them. Some of these additional tasks would include selective escorts of merchant vessels within the Straits.
What this means is that the patrol vessel will escort some merchant vessels as they sail in or out of the Singapore Straits. To ensure a smooth operation of the ship, Indy's engines must work flawlessly. Making this possible is ME1 Elaine, who is known to have magic fingers when dealing with Indy's electrical systems. During her duty, she's usually on the bridge to monitor the health status of the engines. But Elaine also has to check on them physically.
Now I'm going for rounds. I'll be looking out for abnormalities in the engine rooms.
And to make sure that the ship is vigilant, the crew is always at the ready to respond. Corporal Xie, for example, is on lookout duty.
Need to be very vigilant at night because the lights from the vessels can be deceiving. It's hard to differentiate them from the shore lights. Then you need to have a good knowledge of rules of the road so that you'll be able to differentiate them, and also it comes with experience.
Night came and a quietness descended on the ship. Even though it's nighttime, the number of personnel on watch remains the same as that in the day. The vessel has to maintain its state of vigilance. And with nighttime comes the last round of checks for the day by the coxswain, the operations officer, and the chief engineer. It's traditionally done at 8 p.m. or 2000 hours in military time.
Okay, the 2000 rounds is another round of inspection to check on the cleanliness, the hygiene, and the important machinery is running functionally. Okay, we look out for loose gear that are lying in the upper deck. We'll clear that. We'll check out all things are lashed down and being secured properly.
Throughout the night, the crew continued their watch duties. Before I knew it, morning had arrived and Indy was scheduled to hand over its patrol sector to sister vessel RSS Gallant.
We consolidate the significant events that had happened during our patrol and hand it over to the next ship that comes out the following day, so that the other ship has a coherent picture to start off with before they even commence their patrol proper.
With the handover now complete to RSS Gallant, we are now heading back to Tuas Naval Base.
As Indy came closer to land, the ship had to be on special alert status once again.
As we get nearer to our base, we will be entering the port limits where the amount of navigable water is reduced, as well as you have more activities within the waters. So therefore, we will close up our special sea duty men, which means there will be additional people that will be manning the stations so as to have best man for the best job kind of scenario for the ship to enter safely into base.
And at 1700 hours the next day, we were finally back at Tuas Naval Base. Somewhere out there, I knew there were more of Indy's sister ships taking care of the coastal defense of Singapore.